and welcome to Startup Central. I'm Nayantara Rai. This is the only show of its kind on Indian television dedicated, of course, to startups, innovation, technology, disruption, entrepreneurship. Basically, if you falls under the gambit of the new economy, it's going to be here on your favorite channel every day at sharp 6 p.m. right here on ET Now. Ladies and gentlemen, just like all the stakeholders of the community that we get on this show, the team that puts the show together, the Startup Central team, thrives on constructive criticism. Yes, we love praises, but we thrive on constructive criticism. Write into us, our email address right on top, how to improve every day, what we should do things differently, need to add to the show, remove from the show. We love getting those emails. Well, with that out of the way, let's get straight down to business. 2021 just cannot stop minting unicorns. You can attribute it to the global excessive liquidity, but the fact is in India this year we've seen 22 new unicorns being minted. The latest one is CoinDCX, and this one is special because it is also India's first crypto unicorn. This homegrown crypto exchange that now wants to educate India about cryptos and all of that is our live guest today, being joined by both the co-founders, Sumit as well as Neeraj. Both of them met while prepping for IIT when they were in Kota, then they were batchmates in IIT. Then from what I understand, Sumit started working with Sony in Japan and he was bitten by the crypto bug. Neeraj is as hardcore for blockchain as hardcore can be. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for giving us this live interview. First up, a big congratulations. You'll go down in history as India's first crypto unicorn. Sumit, when you started CoinDCX, did you ever think that CoinDCX would end up being a unicorn?
Thanks so much, Nayantara, for having us here. No, to be honest, we haven't thought that we will come this far. I think it's just love from the community members, the supporters, and our users who have taken us this far. And also, crypto space in India is growing really fast. So, and then CoinDCX has been the center at the forefront of the industry. So, I mean, when we started, we never thought of that we will be a unicorn someday. But yeah, I mean, this is where we are.
Okay, so Neeraj, if I can come to you now, the fact is CoinDCX is India's first crypto unicorn, and that is despite the, we don't know which way India will go as far as cryptos go. The government has not legitimized cryptos. The bill was never tabled in parliament. We don't even know if it's ready. The government says it supports innovation, but we don't know which way will go for crypto. Now, whether it is CoinDCX or so many of your industry peers, investors still seem to love India and cryptos. Why is that the case?
Many reasons, Nayantara, for that. So firstly, India is a very, very tech-savvy country, and we have one of the deepest internet penetrations in India. So I mean, investors across the globe love India as an emerging market, not just in crypto, but even other sectors like education technology, internet technology. All the startups based on internet are getting a lot of funding in past 1 to 2 years, and now in crypto within the past 3 years we have onboarded more than 1 crore investors, which is a very big achievement for the country. So and the future is bright. CoinDCX, for example, intends to onboard 50 million people, which is more than 5 crore people, investors on the platform. So that is possible such a scale is possible only in India. No other country it's possible. So it's a very lucrative destination for the investors to invest their money and get very high returns.
So Sumit, tell us a little bit of how the last couple of months have been. We understand in the last 2-3 months you've almost doubled your user base. How big is CoinDCX at the moment?
Well, Nayantara, we are almost 185 in size as of now, almost touching 200 in a matter of few weeks. And out of that, it's spread across different departments ranging from engineering, product, business development, marketing, growth, various functions. And last 2-3 months have been very challenging as well as very exciting. These are the moments where we've onboarded more than half of the customers that we have onboarded in the last 3 years. So very large inflow of customers. We had to quickly ramp up our infrastructure, focus heavily on the scale as well as the uptime. So there are a lot of challenges that we have solved in the last 3 months. In terms of the growth, the platform has seen massive growth post the Supreme Court judgment, as well as especially in the 2021, and that is clearly the reason why we have onboarded more than 3.5 million customers on our platform already, and the momentum is will continue, and we will be on a way to onboard 50 million Indians into crypto. And continuously we have seen massive interest from investors, good inflow of retail investors, as well as very high interest from investors to invest and be a part of the success story of Indian crypto ecosystem.
And Neeraj, let me come to you now. You're also the CTO, and the press release does say that this money that has been raised, $90 million, will also be used for creating new products, which could target HNIs, and you're calling them Prime. What is this about?
So we are at a stage where retail investors, though we have seen a lot of retail investors in past 3 years, but as the industry is gaining popularity and acceptance from the government, we expect to onboard a lot of institutional investors. Institutionals, be it corporates, be it high net worth individuals, essentially organizations and people having large amount of money. They may take a decision to allocate a certain portfolio in crypto as well. That is what we have seen in US and other countries. So in next 2 to 3 years, we expect a lot of inflow from HNIs and institutions, and we want to be prepared for that. We need to invest in a lot of areas, different areas, be it compliance, be it security, be it scaling of the platform, scaling up the infrastructure, scaling up the engineering team and relationship management team. So all of it needs to be there in place to handle that kind of an inflow of institutions, and we want to be prepared for it. The significant chunk of the new fund will go to that end, and we want to be a leader in this space, even for the institutions.
But Sumit, I've got to ask you this one question that, while you might be seeing some of this taking place in the US, for example, your news came out overnight, right, that the movie theater chain AMC might start accepting cryptos as payments. Starbucks has done it, and, there are other examples out there. But Sumit, in India, the landscape is, of course, very different. I've already asked you folks about the uncertainty, but the fact still remains that, with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, for example, seeking details of institutions and companies, even if they're single-person companies, if they've invested in cryptos, won't that become a challenge for this new product?
So see, if you look at the overall Indian crypto landscape, right? So India has a lot of potential, untapped potential when it comes to crypto investing. There's a very extremely tech-heavy population, as Neeraj mentioned, high internet penetration. Yes, there are some apprehensions from the regulatory front, but I think there is already a mindset, and we have seen that happening in the West, where institutions want to allocate a part of their company treasuries to Bitcoin. In fact, I personally got a lot of startups who have raised funds, and they would want to invest a part of the funds that they have raised in Bitcoin, right, for better portfolio diversification, and where we can see that traditional tools are not giving as lucrative returns as they were offering before. So it's a natural move that they would want to deploy part of their capital to crypto, and that is the trend that we have been seeing in the past. In terms of the industry, we have been taking proactive steps in terms of educating the consumers and also combat the negative perceptions that currently are prevalent, so that everyone can unlock the benefit of digital assets, not just the retail investors, but as well as institutions. And then you rightly mentioned there's a lot more need to be focused on educating the masses about crypto, and that's something that we have set out to do. And a lot of the funds that we have raised will also go towards educating the masses, not just the investors, but as well as policymakers and regulators about how we can build a healthy regulatory framework for crypto. It's just a matter of time. We honestly believe the government is taking proactive, positive steps in that direction. And then we have seen or heard statements coming from the finance ministry in the past. We hope that if India definitely has a lot of potential, and if given the conducive environment, India can even become a superpower in the world of blockchain and crypto. So we should definitely leverage that, and we hope that positive regulations will come out of the country.
Okay. Now, something else that we've seen, that when you see cryptos being very volatile, and crypto exchanges around the world being criticized, that why do they have different prices? Neeraj, can I come to you for that? Because, until all of you also fix that, you won't see the masses around the world enter the crypto world, just because there has to be transparency. Like you have stock exchanges for equity markets around the world reflect pretty much the same price. You guys also have to get your act together.
That's an interesting point. Crypto is built in such a manner. It's a decentralized infrastructure and decentralized technology. So everybody, there would be hundreds of exchanges offering buying and selling spot markets, derivatives of crypto. So that is one of the reasons why we see different prices, on all the platforms. But eventually, so it's a chicken egg problem. More and more investors come in, more and more retail traders or institutional traders come in. The markets will become more and more efficient, right? The prices will normalize across the platform. So we have already seen that kind of an improvement. In 2017, if you compare today's market condition with 2017, we have seen a lot of improvement. Earlier, there used to be 1% arbitrage between exchanges, 1%, 0.5%, 2%, even going up to 3%, 4%. But today it runs into 0.1%, 0.2% arbitrage. So essentially that means that the prices have tightened very much in this recent bull run 2020 and 2021, and we'll continue to see this trend. Markets getting more and more consolidated. So I believe that it's just when the industry is new, the markets are inefficient. These things are expected. Even people have a significant chunk of people have invested in the industry, in the crypto, in this asset class. I think that would be the right moment when we start building things on NFTs, and with a larger user base, it would be better for us to then launch NFT platforms. So we are just waiting for that. Right now, our focus is to onboard as many people as possible onto the platform for a simple investment into Bitcoin, getting a taste of the asset class, and then go more into the technical details. We have already done our research on how to build NFTs, and we have a specific team which looks after deeper research into the blockchain technologies, NFTs, as well as CBDCs, and all the other latest upcoming trends. So we are ready for that. As soon as the market is ripe, we'll not shy away from jumping in.
You will not be shy or jumping in. I'm going to make this the final question, Sumit, and I'm going to give it to you. Kabhi the dil dhak 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 karta hoga na, because you don't have cryptos which are legitimized yet. On top of that, you have volatility. So I'm going to ask the first question that I asked you right in the end. Today, things must be still looking a little better than what they must have when you both, 30-odd-year-old that you both are, started to found CoinDCX. Did you ever have any moments when you like, kahan phas gaye, kya shuru kar diya, marne wale hain?
Sure, Nayantara, I think the journey has been full of challenges and ups and downs. We were 27 when we started, or even lesser than that, when we started working on the platform. And it's been 3 years. It feels like it's been like one month or so, right? Time moved really fast. And yes, there were moments where we were feeling down कि हाँ, regulation नहीं है, हम लोग इतनी मेहनत कर रहे हैं. And in fact, like when we started the platform, right, 2 days before that, RBI came up with the circular that we will not be able to work with exchanges, and we had to overnight tweak our strategy to launch with a crypto to crypto platform. So we have done a lot of these, we have handled a lot of these challenges, and now I think we are very well positioned, and we are now used to handling those challenges that comes along the way. So yes, it's part of the industry we are in, I think. But good thing is that we are in a industry where the impact is also highest, right? The challenges are there, but I think the kind of impact we'll be able to make if 3 years down the line or 5 years down the line, when we look back, and then the feeling of being a part of industry which is revolutionary, I think that feeling supersedes everything else, all the challenges that we have seen in the past. I think we look forward to a world where the decentralization will make the financial industry more efficient. I think people will have crypto as an mainstream alternate asset class. I think those are the aspirations, those are the dreams that we look at, and being a unicorn is just one of the steps in that direction. I strongly feel there's a lot of work that we are yet to do to shape up a healthy crypto ecosystem for the country. And with that goal in mind, I think there have been ups and downs, but I think this is a part of not just crypto industry, but every startup has challenges, inherent challenges, and crypto has even more challenges in terms of regulation. But I think that's part of the space that we are in.
Okay, and here's wishing both of you all the very best. Started 3 years out, a unicorn, despite all the uncertainties. So as you can see, the investors believe that there will be some kind of legitimacy that will be given to cryptos. The finance minister on record has said that the government of India supports innovation, needs to take a call on investments that have already taken place. We have course not seen the crypto bill being tabled in Parliament. Sumit and Neeraj, it's a big day. Thank you so much for sharing some of that with the viewers of ET Now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.